Hey there, welcome to the Breakfast Club. I'm Kazoom. It's Sunday, the 21st of August, and I guess the ball is in my court for the subject for this week, so I want to talk about bullying, harassment, shaming, and intimidation. When do insults become online bullying? When does it become online harassment? To me, online bullying and harassment are almost like Siamese twins. To me, it becomes bullying when someone continually and perpetually dishes out insults, especially when the insults have nothing to do with the subject at hand. And it becomes harassment when you ask the person to please stop bullying and they continue it. I also believe that it is bullying and harassment if you go to a comment section of a video and you can see that it's already filled with a lot of insults, and you want to add your insults into the mix. To me, an insult or an attempted insult is not an attempt to have any sort of reasonable conversation, not by any stretch of the imagination. And if you've insulted someone, you should expect them to insult you back, or at the very least say something rather mean back to you. There are people who think that if someone's position is ridiculous enough, that they should expect constant insults. That they should expect that instead of ever having any sort of reasonable counterpoints brought to their attention. Now, I can fully understand insults coming out if there have been many attempts to have a reasonable discussion and you can see that it's going nowhere. I mean, it doesn't make it a good thing, but it's understandable. But when it starts off as insults, I don't see how that can be of any benefit to any sort of reasonable discourse. Some people obviously feel differently about this. Some people feel that insults, bullying, harassment, intimidation tactics of any kind, shaming, are somehow a method to get a person to reconsider their positions. To me, they are simply an attempt to try to stop the discussion in its tracks. They are designed to make someone feel bad for having that position in the first place. And this applies to a variety of different types of insults. This includes things like calling someone a bigot, a racist, a homophobe, a sexist, a misogynist, because we all know that calling them those things isn't going to change their viewpoints. To my knowledge, no one has ever stopped being a racist simply because someone called them a racist. So how do you feel about this? Do you think that insults, bullying, different intimidation tactics, shaming tactics are of a benefit? Or that they sometimes have some sort of beneficial use? Have there ever been any scenarios that you have seen turn out better because of the use of these tactics? Have you ever found yourself using these tactics yourself? Have you ever found yourself using these kinds of tactics and then apologized for it? Have you ever used these kinds of tactics and just stuck with it, even though you know that's what you're doing? Have you used these kind of tactics and you saw things go terribly wrong? What's your view on this? Thanks.